Hello and welcome to Stage 3 of the Formula One Monaco Grand Prix. And there seems to be some kind of a glitch when it comes to the principal and tuning. It seems like the principal tuning is not really doing anything, meaning that the PR requirement goes up, so that's kind of silly. Anyhow, let's go through this stage. This is where we start getting into certain events that say you can't get damaged. And with the bots driving really stupid on the partial laps, that can be a bit of a challenge if you're trying to really go fast. Like, I keep trying to learn these points better and better and go faster and faster. So, can't get really damaged. Ooh, that was a close one. Now, the timer doesn't start until I cross the start-finish line, and that looks like a good amount of time. So I'm going to keep taking that corner pretty aggressively. And this section I'm really starting to like. Now I think I can pass him on the outside. Oh, well, I shoved him out of the way. Isn't that great? This corner, I'm really starting to like that. And hopefully I can get this guy on the inside. A little bit of contact, nothing too major. Now, of course, in that partial lap, there's a couple of ways to do this. You could actually just park the car for a while and let everyone pass you and maybe get a nice gap to do your lap in, but I wasn't quite sure because traffic seemed pretty spread out, and I thought, you know what? I'd rather have fast cars in front of me than catch up on tail-end cars. So that's why I just went for it. And it took me a few tries to figure out how to get through traffic without getting really smashed up, and woo! If you hit those walls too hard, you do fail a stage. You might have discovered that if you're already running the event. But looking at my clock, 10 seconds left, 9, 8, oh yeah, no worries. There we go. So this is doing it with the minimum PR, which again, there's some kind of a glitch in the PR. I haven't encountered this before. This is not matching. I don't think. This isn't working right. Anyhow, average speed requirement. Those can be fun. This is where the flow of the track becomes important, and wasn't that a funny little nick? Now, because the bots, the AI drives your car badly, sometimes you can do things different. Like heading into that corner, I barely got into the brakes at all. The very first corner after I got control of the car, I barely even tapped the brakes. Oh, and that was aggressive, wasn't it? Isn't that fun? And still 2 more laps to go. And so if you saw my day 1 and day 2, you saw how much I was smashing into the walls. I was having a fun little conversation with someone about how it's like pinball. And so people are, oops, there's a nice pinball hit. Anyway, oh, and another one. Yes, now this is getting embarrassing. So several people appreciated the fact that I showed myself being a complete noob. It just like I didn't know what I was doing at all. And that's what it's like. Oh, like that. Trying to take a wider path so I could set up an overtake and all I do is eat the wall. But still, my average speed is fine. So this section here, hitting the wall again. If I was trying to set up an overtake, not going to happen if you do that. Oh, he's pretty fast. Yes, that Mercedes has wonderful acceleration. But here we go. Nice. He gave me the lane. Nice. Oh, not nice. See, I could slow down more, but I don't want to. I need to know. The problem is if I slow down, I'm not going to learn the braking points. So I have to keep pushing really, really hard, because that's the only way I know the optimal braking point. And so over time, I'll just sort it out. Okay, so I know I could shove them out of my way, but I think it's better if I take an outside pass here. Oh, well, I tried the shove technique again. Let's see, here can I do? Little bit late to the brakes there. Oh, perfect, that was nice. And I didn't hit the walls there. Woo, that's a miracle. That hairpin, boy. Okay, so several people suggested I should increase my steering sensitivity, and it's too late for that. I've actually finished this event, but it takes me a long time to get all my editing done. Also, I have to sleep. Also, I have to work. I mean, I got a lot of other things in my life, like I'm sure you guys do. So I finished this event not that long after it started, like in the first, 3.5 hours. But then it just takes me a long time to get all this done. And I like to try to get it done really well. But in the past, I used to stay up all night trying to get these edits done. And I just can't do that. But there we go. Nice average speed. Not that difficult, even with all of those bumbling mistakes I made. All right. And we'll show the final numbers for this race. Now, next race gets interesting. Needs some clean air in that radiator. Can't get overtaken. And also don't get damaged. And so, usually when you have an event like this, you're going to do a lot of coasting. You're going to lift and just coast for a while like that. And that's one way to do it. And I was going to do that. And then I thought, you know what? This car doesn't coast so good. So I thought perhaps they've actually given us more grace than we know. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to push it and see what happens. Let's just see if the engine blows up. If it does, then I'll do it different next time. But I mean, I want to figure it out. And look at that. I'm able to drive extremely aggressively. Come on, let's set up a little pass here. Beautiful! A little bit of contact, but hey, nothing too horrible. Oh, still nicking that wall. That corner, I'm slowly getting used to it. Now we've got a traffic jam. So, okay, if I can set this up, then I can power and get maybe some tunnel passes. I'm actually trying to shove them into the wall a bit here. And then, whoa, the corner, I just blew it. I forgot about that corner coming up, and that sure came back to hurt me. There, so you can see, I was commenting on how I was not doing very good at that chicane, that I was treating it like a bus stop. Now you can see I'm getting the hang of that chicane. And this section, that was nice. Wow, I'm impressed. I mean, sorry, that sounds bad, but that wasn't very good. I'm remembering how horrible I was doing on day one and even on day two, so it's nice to, I hope you feel that way too. I hope you look at your progress and give yourself credit once in a while. Say, hey, I'm doing a good job. One other thing I need to mention here, and that is I'm having trouble with my editing app. I use something called KinMaster. It's a really, really good editing app. I'm able to do so many things with it. They had a bad update, and it really glitched up their app. And they fixed one thing, and then other things they haven't fixed. And so, unfortunately, you might notice the video quality is a little bit lower than what you would normally get from me. I presently can't do anything about it. I've been in contact with the app company, and they're working on trying to fix some of these glitches. I've had things happening like where, I got put 2 hours of work into a project, and suddenly, boom, it undid everything I did. All my edits are gone, everything's gone, I'm starting from scratch. And I've learned to get a little bit ahead of that, but it's still making it a little bit more difficult. So that's also caused a couple of delays. But nevertheless, I don't want to compromise quality. But this is the only app I know of that does everything I want to on my phone. So I might have to branch out a little bit later at some point. Anyhow, as you can see though, look at that engine. Never got near totally overheating because we have so many braking points here, you know, heavy braking points, and the engine cools off fast. Woo, that was close. The engine cools off really fast when you're in the brakes. That turn right there, the turn that takes you into the tunnel, I really thought about using a different perspective, but I'm horrible in all other ways of racing. Some people have commented that they were using hood cam or driver view, pilot view, and I really thought about that here to help to see around those sharp corners. I'm just useless in those race views. I mean, it's just, I'm horrible. Oh boy. So I'm gonna fight it out. I mean, I was able to do pretty good on Formula E tracks once I figured them out. And we'll just see once I get the hang of this. That corner as well. That's an interesting corner to try to see around. But there you go, look at that. No trouble at all. Radiator never got into the red, never got close to it, never got the ding, 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 you're about to overheat symbols. So myself and Charles Leclerc are doing quite well today. All right, we're nicely through that one. Now, let's look at this glitch that happens. So buying tunings, 121.2 is the requirement. I'm going to slow this down at a certain point, and I want you to look at that 121.2. Watch what happens. So I'm going to buy a principal tuning, 121.2. Watch this when I go to the tuning screen. Oh, isn't that magical? Basically, it nullified the principal XP I just banked. Well, that's lovely. And this hasn't happened before. So basically, it's not counting my principal tuning. And to be frank, I'm not very happy about that. So I've submitted a report. Hopefully something's going to happen with that because, oh, that was beautiful. Obviously, I'm a little bit focused on my frustration, so I'm going to have to get over that and get on to the race here. Now, I just need to finish any lap in under 1 minute 10 seconds. Well, this looks like a good lap. I got some draft in there. Maybe I can get some more draft in here and set up a nice inside pass. Oh, beautiful. Don't even have to do the... Oh, no. It's not pinball time. Good grief. Oh, that's nice. Stay off those walls. That was okay. Hey, this is looking a lot better. Let's see how I do here. Oh, that was nice. Hey, that was nice. And here, let's see, you're going to see distance markers of 200, then 150, then 100. I'm on the brakes before the 100, but no later than the 100 so far. And then there's a 50, and I want to be, I'm kind of using the 50 mark as my brakes. And then here I need to brake before I get in here. Ooh, that was aggressive. Well, this should be a fabulous lap. A little late on the brakes there. And, ooh, that was close. Hey, that's a nice lap. Well, that's going to end the race right there. Skip the last 2 laps and get paid for it, baby. Well, isn't that nice? Okay, well, there we go. That is the end of stage 3. We'll go through our rewards here, throw up the playlist link, some other links. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be working on the other 2 stages, get them out to you as fast as I can.